we are going to worship Shivtatwa within us, principle of Shiva. For all Sahaja Yogis, it's very important because Shiva is the ultimate we have to achieve. Shiva is represented in our spirit. So, to become Shiva is the ultimate aim of everything else. The rest of it is all created. Like Shivtatwa and Brahmadeva, just to create human beings, to evolve them, and then ultimately lead them to Shiva. That's the ultimate. But human beings get so involved into the Brahmadeva's tattvas that even to get into Vishnu Tattva is difficult. They get involved into the 5 elements which have created us. That is the outermost being within us. All the chakras have the outermost, you can say, just the vessel. But the desire to be the spirit is of primal importance in Sahaja. So we have to see inward towards ourselves as Sahaja Yogis. Do we have that desire entirely, or we have still many desires hanging around? See, the greatest problem is of the Nabhi chakra, whether it is in the east or the west. Some people still have hankering for the baser search of food, which is very surprising, even in Sahaja Yoga of Nabhi chakra. Then still some people have sense of possessions and money quite a lot. And subtler they grow, still the detachment doesn't develop within them. It becomes subtler. As you grow subtler, the attachment becomes subtler and difficult to get out. Especially people who come up as leaders in Sahaja Yoga or closer to Sahaja Yoga are always under attack. They are attacked maybe by their husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, sons, children, something like that. And that makes it worse. Because all such leaders who are attacked try to displease all the deities by small things here and there. The whole behavior has to be understood that you have become a subtler person and you are rising higher. So naturally the negative forces are going to attack you. Always the front line is under attack, not the back line. So those who are in the front are always under attack. And they have to be very careful as to how they are behaving. For if there is a sly person, he will become sly but subtler slyness. He will not just become the other way now. His slyness will become subtler. If he is a miserly fellow, then he will become miserly in a subtler way. Or say, if he is an ego-oriented fellow, then he becomes ego-oriented in a subtler way. But to get rid of these things within you, You have to go to the other side of it. Say if you are miserly, become absolutely generous. Give up everything that you have. Don't be calculating. Don't talk of money. Don't worry about money. If you are extravagant, indulgent too much, you should go the other way down. Unless and until you become juxtaposition, you cannot get rid of these things. Like if you are a hot-tempered man, very hot-tempered, then become so mild that even if somebody beats you, it's alright. Whatever one says, it's alright. That's how you get rid of your habits, which become subtler and subtler. There's another way of dealing with it. Being alert. When you are alert, you start seeing yourself as a separate person with the habits that it has. And then you start understanding why you are behaving. Oh, I understand. I knew you before, 10 years back, before my realization. I know, Mr. You are like this. And then take a juxtaposition against that personality and just shoot it off. Like a person who is a negative, left-sided person. Whatever you may do for that person, he'll become subtler and subtler. Suddenly, if it's a girl, she'll start just crying for nothing at all and feeling miserable. It's a boy, if he thinks about, analyzes, he'll become an analyzer of Sahaja Yoga also, in a subtler way. Then what they should do is to stand before the photograph and see the reflection. That's the other one who died. And just try to make fun of that or shout at it. Depends on. If it is an aggressive stuff, it's better to make fun because stupid. And if it is that one that takes aggression, then shout at it. What do you mean by taking aggression? All these things, you see, are keeping you away from reality. Your being has to be cleansed. With your help only I can do it. Many people say, Mother, you are all powerful. All right, I am. And I can do everything. But only thing I cannot surpass your freedom. That's a fact. I cannot cross over your freedom. And when I cannot cross your freedom, you have to cross that. If in your own freedom you come inside, then I'll bestow upon you all the blessings. But if you want to stand outside, I'm not the one to put you in with a pistol. No, that's not the way it will work out. This is one hurdle that Sahaja Yogis must know, that at every moment you are free and freer and freest. The more free you become, the worse is your situation as far as the facing of the negativity is concerned. Say if there are 4 persons around, they will be first attacked. Naturally, you can understand. The front line is always under attack, not the back side. Though, according to the law, it should be the back side because all these horrible negative forces should come from the back. But they are very clever. They know that the back are sometimes drop out by themselves, so no need to go that side. They try the front line. And those who think they are in charge and responsible have to be very careful as to how they behave, how they are responsible, how they work it out. If they are keeping their old habits at a subtler level or they are just fighting it. It's very important. And this is how intelligently you can manage yourself. Then once you become detached from all these things, only at mental level, the spiritual level I look at. But at mental level you must come to logical conclusion that I have to fight this nonsensical stuff. I have to be alert about this nonsense that exists within me. Shivtatwa is innocent, absolutely innocent it is. It's very powerful and extremely innocent. And the secret to achieve it is only just to please. Just please him. If you please Shiva, then he may be a Rakshasa or any